Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are back again with part 7 of the story of the lady that her sister is dating her abuser and why she went no contact with her friends and family. Let's go. Let's check out part 7.
My sister is dating my abuser, which made me go no contact with all my friends and family, part 7. So after I tried to go no contact with my sister, as I said, I was kind of reminding her all the harm that's been done. And, basically she was saying typical apologist, like enabler shit. And it caused me to spiral. And so I ended up posting this on my close friends. Cute. And the reason this is important to mention is because it's giving a little background for the legal issues. So basically, my sister ended up showing Sam my close friend's story. And so some time passed, and it was Super Bowl Sunday of 2025. I believe it was February 8th or 9th. I forget the specific date. And I will never forget the moment it all changed. I was getting ready. We were getting ready to host a Super Bowl party. I was putting up Black History Month posters that still to this day never got put up, and I don't even know where they are now. And all of a sudden we heard our doorbell ring. It was much earlier than the party started. It was like noon or like 1 p.m. And all of a sudden Sam is at my front door with her mother. And for those that didn't know, Sam has been banned from my house for a while since she stole from Target and stole the alcohol from our house along with all the other stuff. She's just been banned. And so I'm like kind of like shook and surprised, like, why is Sam here? Why is her mom here? Like, what's going on? And so basically her mom like storms into my house, sits me down and is like, you called my daughter a rapist on social media. Let me show the screenshot again. It says, POV, your sister is close with your abuser and defended your rapist, then called you immoral and verbally abusive for calling her out. The reason this is important to reiterate is because actually in me reminding my sister of all the harm that Sam had done, she had said like people deserve, forgiveness and grace. And in it, she had defended someone who had previously raped me. And it's a slippery slope. Like once you defend one abuser, you basically defend all abusers because, yeah. And so anyways, when Sam's mom had came to my house accusing me of calling her a rapist on social media, I was very confused. I was shook. She had come to my house unannounced with an agenda. And so when she had asked me if I said that, I was like, do you know what post you're referencing? Because I don't think I've posted about Sam at all. I've definitely never used her name. And so I'm like asking. She thinks I'm trying to be funny and like sneak around and stuff, but I'm like, no, like I feel like I would know if I called someone a rapist on social media because that's not like a term I throw around loosely. And also, regardless of anything Sam did to other people, I'm not saying they're a rapist because legally I'm not trying to get in any issues of speculation. But even if Sam was a rapist, I would never say that on my socials because that's not my story to tell. That's whoever their victim is. And so anyways, their mom basically is like, if you post about Sam again, we're going to take you to court. And I'm kind of like, if you take me to court, hypothetically, if Sam was a rapist, I would have to testify to that in court. And Sam has done a bunch of illegal shit, so that's going to come back on you more than me. Because I do not take blackmail, I do not take ultimatums, I do not take threats lightly, and anything I say I can back. And then Sam's mom kind of gets like heated, and at this point I'm over it. I'm not letting someone come into my house and threaten me, especially after all the harm Sam's done. Like hypothetically, if I made a social media post, like you realize your daughter robbed me and assaulted me, right? So at that point, like it gets very heightened. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. I'm telling Sam, why the fuck are you here? You guys are criminals. I'm like yelling and screaming. My mom's trying to de-escalate the situation. Like it's chaotic. And eventually it leads to me calling my dad, like being like, yo, Sam and her mom's here. He's like, call the cops. But by the time like he says that, Sam's mom knows I'm about to call the cops and so leaves. The very next day, I hear banging on my front door. I'm like scared, so I'm like, oh my gosh, Sam is here to like finish what they started and take my life. But then we find out that it was actually the police after like looking through windows. It was the police, and I was like, hello. And after my dad did some like investigation, he found out the police had to handle legal issues with me. They couldn't get into specifics. They told me to be ready the next morning to talk to a police officer. We didn't know specifics, so at this point, I was getting ready possibly to be arrested. I was getting ready for a cease and desist. I was getting ready for anything. And what had happened was the police served me papers, and they were basically papers that Sam had alleged that I was the abuser in the situation of all of this. They had alleged that I was going on social media, calling them a rapist, calling them a woman abuser, etc., etc. At this point, I had never posted about Sam, like, and what they had done to me, like, in specifics. Like, this timeline I'm doing now is like the first time I've publicly posted anywhere. The extent of me posting about them was the screenshot you saw that I posted on my close friends on Instagram, and honestly, I took that down like 30 minutes after posting it. It was archived. But yeah, this sets the foundation for how the legal issue started. And in the next video, I'll basically talk about the conclusion of the legal issues, so on and so forth. I think it might be the last part, or there might be one other.
But honestly, she did allege that, oh, my sister is dating so and so, like, my sister is dating my abuser on the post she put up, and anybody that knows them know who the sister is dating. So it's no brainer who the person is. So she indeed did post it. Even though she didn't mention the name, but in that kind of situation, you don't need to mention them for people to know who you are alleging to. I don't know if you guys get the point. So this is also why it's good to take the right actions. When Sam did all that Sam did, Sam, tried to abuse her in her household. When I was hearing that, I was like, in your whole parents' house, and you people just let it go, and you still welcomed her again to your house. Ha. And now I'll be saying, what if her sister is worse than Sam? Because her sister is showing Sam all what she's doing. And that's supposed to be your sister. Unless there's something else going on that, Sam has brainwashed her to the extent that anything she does, Sam has to. No, there are women like that. I don't know why women are always the one in that situation. There are a lot of women like that. Even though they know somebody is doing something wrong, but because there is so much, their head over heels with this person, anything anybody says against that person, they'll show it to the person. See, you can be in a situation where, let's say, for instance, two of your friends are not, are not in good terms with one and each other. But because you want to keep this peace, you are the middleman. Whenever this person comes to you to rant about the other person, you don't go running to the other person because you don't want to add fire to it. You don't want to add fuel to the fire. You want to escalate it as much as you can. That's what this normal sensible person will do or does, right? But in this case, that's not it. And I know a lot of women in this kind of predicament. They will blab to the person, knowing the fact that this thing I'm about to blab to this person is going to, instigate them to cause harm. Ha. Wow. It's only on videos or it's only on social media we get to see situations like this. People acting up like this. We'll see where it goes, how far, how it ends. Let me tell you about my Afro inspired peers, Afrocentric peers. So yeah, it's a new business of mine because when I wear design clothes and wear, people always ask me, "Oh, where did you buy it from?" So why don't I start selling it? It's always been a long dream of mine. So this patch on this patch you're seeing here. We call it adire in my country, Nigeria. So everything from my shop will be shipped from Nigeria, done, handmade. Everything is handmade. Even this earring is handmade. This patches, you can see it's different adire patches. They're all different adire patches on the outfit. So when you go on my website, you see different colors. But for now, I have the two pictures you see on my website. Just this and the white and blue stripe. But we also have it in red stripe. We have it in black and white stripe. We also have it, just go on the site, but on the website. But the pictures are not on the website all those other ones I've mentioned, but just know they're available in case if you want it in blue, you want it in black, you want it in, in red. We got you. It's on the website. Kindly support this growing business of mine. These are handmade. For production takes 14 days. After 14 days, it will be shipped. If you're in US, UK, Canada, other African countries, it will be shipped to you after 14 days of production. And within 14 days again, you should be expecting yours. Those in my country, Nigeria, two to 5 days, you get yours. Other country, you know, within 14 days you get yours, and it depends on the courier. You guys know that one is not in my hands. But yeah, thank you for those of you that will be supporting my business. Looking forward to doing business with you. And for those that want to order in bulk, you want to sell wherever you are, take the email in the description and send your order in that email, via the email, so that it will be attended to you. I will also leave my number strictly for those that want to make bulk purchase. Use the number in the description so that you chat me direct on WhatsApp. We'll do business with you. No matter the number you want, we'll have it done for you. If you want an Akara design, Adire, just two-piece Adire, Bubu Adire, trouser pants Adire, anyone you want. If you want it in bulk, we'll have you. We can even customize for you. Yes, if you have your design, you want us to customize in a direct design for you, we'll do that also. Because African designs need to be seen worldwide. Hence why I'm doing what I'm doing. Looking forward to doing business with you guys. Bye.